I still remember the way she smiled as she handed me the eviction notice. Calm, polite, almost as if she were offering me a cup of tea rather than stripping away for decades of memories. "Dad, it's for the best," my son said quietly, avoiding my gaze. Her hand rested lightly on his arm, protective yet claiming. That simple gesture told me everything. She had won. They claimed the house was too large for one person now that my wife was gone, that I deserved to enjoy retirement. What they never said was that they wanted it for themselves, the home my wife and I had built from the ground up, brick by brick, long before either of them could even spell mortgage. As I packed my life into boxes that night, laughter drifted from the living room. Her voice, light and triumphant, carried a sentence that cut straight through me. Once my parents move in, it'll finally feel like home. That's when something inside me froze. When I first met her, she was charming, soft-spoken, respectful, eyes lower like she belonged to another time. She called me Papa, brought tea just the way my late wife did, one sugar, no milk. I thought she was a blessing, but she was a strategist. Over the years, she tightened her influence, first over my son, then over our finances. Michael began consulting her on decisions that should have been mine. I was slowly pushed out of my own life until, one day, I realized I was standing on the outside. I discovered the deed transfer papers only after the fact. Under the guise of estate planning, they had redrafted the ownership. My name Michael's and hers. Only mine could be overridden with a signature, and of course, that signature had already been arranged without my knowledge. I didn't confront them. Emotion was a luxury I couldn't afford after being outplayed. Instead, I watched. I observed her patterns, her boasting to friends about the house, her plans for a grand housewarming, all under the veil of generosity. That's when I decided I wouldn't fight them. I would sell it. Technically, I still could. A clause my wife had insisted on years ago protected me. My signature was required for any sale. I quietly contacted a real estate agent. Within a month, I had a solid cash offer. The sale closed 2 days before her meticulously planned party. I kept it secret. That Saturday evening, I arrived at the house with the buyer, a composed man in a sharp suit. We didn't knock. I still had the key. Inside, the music continued for a moment before fading. She turned, wine glass in hand, her parents at her side, and froze. "Dad, what are you doing here?" I gestured to the man beside me. "This is Mr. Grant," I said evenly. "He's the new owner." Silence fell. Whispers spread like wildfire. What do you mean, new owner?" she stammered. I handed her a copy of the sale document. As of Thursday, it belongs to him. Michael's face drained of color. You sold it without telling us?" "You should have read the contract, son," I said. "Then you'd know no one could move in without my consent." Her parents stood awkwardly, half-unpacked boxes in hand, looking every bit the intruders they were. I paused at the door. "You have 30 days to move out. The new owner is generous." I left. That night, sitting in a modest rented flat half the size of my old garage, I felt a strange calm. Not joy, not triumph, just clarity. Revenge isn't about anger. It's about balance, restoring order. They took my home, expecting me to roll over. But I had built it once, and I dismantled it just as quietly. Foundations laid right will always hold, even when the house falls.